Before the noise of competition, before the explosive sprints and violent changes of direction, he invests time making sure his lower body is fully prepared. There's a deliberate patience in how he lengthens and readies his legs, ensuring every muscle responds without hesitation once he steps into high-intensity play. His game demands extreme coverage of the court. He's constantly pushed into uncomfortable positions, stretching out wide to retrieve balls that seem out of reach. Without proper preparation, those movements would come with a cost. Instead, he conditions his body to absorb stress smoothly, allowing his hips, hamstrings, and calves to cooperate rather than resist. The result is a movement style that looks effortless even when he's under pressure. What stands out is how this preparation translates directly into his fluidity. When Sinner slides into a forehand on the run or extends for a defensive backhand, there's no visible strain interrupting the motion. His limbs respond like they've already rehearsed the demand. That readiness doesn't just improve performance, it reduces the risk that comes with repetitive high-speed movement. Tennis is unforgiving on the lower body, especially when rallies stretch longer and angles become sharper. By prioritizing this aspect, he gives himself a layer of protection that many underestimate. There's also a mental edge to it. When your body feels open and responsive, hesitation disappears. Sinner commits fully to each step, each reach, because there's trust in how his body will react. That confidence shows in the way he tracks down wide shots, turning defense into neutral positions and sometimes even into attack. It's not just about getting to the ball, it's about arriving there balanced and ready for the next move. Over time, this consistency builds durability. Matches stack up, surfaces change, and conditions vary, but his movement remains reliable. He doesn't need to second-guess whether his body can handle a sudden stretch or a deep lunge. It already has countless times in preparation. That's where the real advantage lies, not in a single moment, but in the accumulation of them. His movement with intention, and you can see it even before he fully gets into rhythm. He primes his body with quick, sharp actions, like 4 rapid scissor style jumps that immediately switch his legs in the air. It looks simple, but it sparks his nervous system, telling his lower body to wake up and respond faster. That brief burst isn't random, it sets the tone for everything that follows. Right after that, he transitions into lateral movement, pushing himself side to side with purpose. The difference is noticeable. His feet don't just move, they react. That initial sequence sharpens his timing. So when he starts shifting across the baseline, there's no delay between intention and action. Each step lands clean, and each push-off carries him efficiently in the opposite direction. This connection between the quick jumps and the lateral phase is what makes his footwork stand out. He's not just warming up, he's aligning coordination, balance, and speed in one continuous flow. By the time he's fully engaged, his body is already operating at match tempo. That's why he can explode into wide positions without looking rushed or off balance. There's also a rhythm element to it. The repeated switches train his body to stay light on the ground, minimizing contact time and maximizing responsiveness. When he moves side to side afterward, that same lightness carries over. He glides rather than stomps, conserving energy while still covering ground aggressively. It's a subtle efficiency that becomes critical during long rallies. Most importantly, this sequence prepares him for unpredictability. Tennis isn't linear, and points rarely unfold in straight lines. By activating his feet in this layered way, Sinner ensures he can adjust instantly, whether he's chasing a sharp angle or recovering back to center. It builds confidence in his movement, allowing him to commit fully without hesitation.